what makes good support? Engage distance learning advisors, be it at the central office level or at the school level. They need to be engaged in what the students are doing. They need to be helping the students if the student stumbles or comes across challenges. And they need to celebrate those successes that those students have and share those with other students in the school. It is this support that the distance learning advisor directly gives to students that will make the biggest impact on the student success. Along with that, as an informed principal, principals need to be aware of what the distance learning advisors are doing, what the students in his school are doing, and they also need a knowledgeable counselor. Counselors are there to make sure the scheduling is appropriate, to make sure that the students have someone to speak to if they come across challenges or they come across situations where they need help from an adult. And lastly, they need to champion leaders, and these leaders are both students and adults. E-leaders in the school can make a huge difference as the culture of that school changes from a face-to-face brick-and-mortar school to a blended model where we have both students taking e-classes or classes virtually and taking classes face-to-face in the traditional classroom. It is this championship, it is this leadership throughout both student and adult that'll change the culture of that school to a place where students can learn in a situation and an environment that best suits their learning style. There are models across the state of North Carolina that are successful, and I'd like to ask Adam Renfro to talk a little bit about those school support models.
Thanks, James. In Catawba, the superintendent noticed that students were accessing their NCVPS courses before school and after school. That's when their login times were peak. So he arranged for his staff to have flex schedules so that they could support the students in a lab setting before school and after school. In Guilford County, they recruited parents from their PTA to mentor their summer school students. In Onslow County, they issued cell phones to students, and students were able to text each other solutions to problems and questions about different formulas. This was in an Algebra 1 class, and they saw a 14-point increase in their EOCs for Algebra 1. In Alamance-Burlington, they recruited teachers to be mentors in core areas and foreign language courses where students can go for tutoring or some face-to-face instruction. And in Winston-Salem, they've been fantastic there at creating these different checklists and support guides that they issue to all of their online students. So from the districts, we have seen as much innovation from their end as we've put out from our end. And that's it, James. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. And lastly, how can you be an agent of change? There are a few things that you can do where the rubber hits the road in the field to help change the culture from a traditional face-to-face only e-learn to a blended model where you include e-learning. And the first step is demystify e-learning. Being online, taking courses online is safe. It's a safe and it's a great place for kids to learn. You need to remove those barriers, those fears, and you need to champion change. We ask that you engage in ELCs at your school, e-learning communities where you talk with your peers about how e-learning has helped not only your students, but you as a teacher. Listen to your students. Remember that they are native to the 21st century. We're migrants. They have been doing this naturally for some time now, and many of us are coming to this a little bit late. Along with this podcast, there's going to be a link that you can look at, a testimonial of a North Carolina virtual public school, and listen to what they say has helped them and how North Carolina Virtual has helped them succeed with their education. Thank you for attending this podcast, and good luck.